Briterion election is back. Biatches.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I, I'm your host, Kevin, with,
Kris,
yep, with your
what up, bruh?
boy, Kris. So, back with another sports podcast. Little NBA wrap-up, weekend wrap-up sports. Um, what'd you think from what you saw this past weekend in the NBA, Kris?
Why are we playing 7 games in the first round of the playoffs? The cream is rising to the top. The cream is rising,
Okay.
and some of the teams are not showing up for that game one,
Yeah.
which is so important. This first game, come out, guys. Show intensity, show compassion. Some of the teams did that. The Warriors did it, the Celtics did it. You got to play with heart. You lose that first game, you're starting off on a bad run. And if you can't keep the game close, why are you in the playoffs? That's my opinion.
Yeah. And I mean, and what's his name? Trey Young from the Hawks. He was pissed off about the whole playing thing. Like, what the fuck we got to do this playing shit?
He's got a point.
Yeah, I mean,
I hate him, but he's got a point.
yeah, I'm not a Trey fan or a Hawks fan, but yeah, like, I mean, I'm sure they just wanted just to expand more teams in the playoffs, get more cities involved. The money obviously is a big factor. Um, but yeah,
Sure.
a little bit of a waste of people's time, honestly. And he's bitching now because he lost, but if that play and helps your team, then you like it. You know what I'm saying? You're happy about it. So
Yeah, if you're number 2 or number 1, you're getting a team that got beat up in the play-in, and that plays to their advantage.
yeah, exactly. So I could see. I mean, there's good and bad things to the play-in. I guess whatever the league wants to make more money, it is what it is. Bucks Pacers. Pacers killed them. Um, what do you think? Do you think Bucks will come back from this?
I was hoping more. I was hoping they'd do more. It's tough to beat them in Indiana. They're really strong there. You beat
Yeah.
the Celtics there. They beat all the top teams there, but very disappointed. I'm hoping Lillard to get his
His shit together.
shorts on soon because they need him badly, and it looks like he's really pissed off about the game. So that's good.
Yeah.
It's better when he's angry.
Lighting the fire on his ass.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, even though Pacers look good, I want the Bucks to win, and I'm gonna roll with the Bucks. I'll say Bucks in 7. I think Giannis. To me, it comes down to like people's will to win. I feel like Giannis is pissed off. And he wants like a chance to just like rail on these guys. You know what I'm saying? So I could see Bucks doing it in 7, based on the pissed offness of Giannis and Lillard. I think that'll pull them through.
He had a double block at the end of the game. That was incredible. Just
Yeah.
slammed the guy on the layup, and then he sprinted out to the 3-point line and blocked another guy.
Right.
That show. I mean, he wants this. He
Yeah.
wants another championship. He's in it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. It's tough to win in Indy. That first game put them under the
Yeah.
gun, I guess.
I mean, they say a series doesn't start until the home team has lost. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Mhm.
we'll see. I mean, that could factor in these other games we're talking about. Nuggets, Clippers. I mean, I told you, I felt like Nuggets were going to win this. I still feel that way. A lot of people are picking Clippers. I know yourself included, Kris, but a lot of the pundits are picking Clippers. But I just feel like Nuggets, they have the fire on their ass with the lack of a coach. You got Joker. He's basically your player coach. He's like Bill Russell out there right now. He's drawing up plays. He's making plays. That was a real hell of a game. That OT, and then Westbrook just came out of nowhere. He just rose like the phoenix, bro.
Former Clipper.
Yeah. He's former like almost every fucking team.
He's around the world.
He's been on every fucking team. He's like the Schroeder of the Nuggets.
I thought the Clippers played really well the entire game, but of course you got your fourth quarter. If you don't have that, they kind of fell apart at the end there, and Westbrook did some whoop ass
Yeah,
at the end.
he made some clutch shots.
Yes.
And good defense too. He made some steals, right?
Hmm.
Um, Knicks beat the Pistons, which I'm not that surprised. I feel like Knicks will win this series as
Hmm.
much as a good Cinderella story the Pistons were. I feel like Knicks are gonna win out. I'm saying picking 5 games, maybe 6 at the most, but yeah, I think they can do it in 5, maybe even a sweep possibly. Um, Timberwolves Lakers, that was a real upset, I guess. Even though Timberwolves won this, I still feel like the Lakers will win this. I feel like LeBron is gonna get so pissed off that he's just gonna beat the shit out of out of Ant Man. So is Luca. See, that's the thing. These guys are big game performers. Only when this series starts getting hotter will they start to like raise the intensity. You know what I'm saying? Next game, I could see them coming out winning, but I could see it kind of going back and forth. Like they'll be on cruise control and then let the Timberwolves win, and then they'll come back and win. Like so, I could see this going, yeah, 6, 7 games too. But I still think the Lakers will win out. I think LeBron, he's gonna, you know, just put all his damn energy, his 40-year-old energy into this, and I mean, and Luca, he's big game. You know what I'm saying? He's not stressing over a game one, and I think this is almost like a rope a dope, like a type of technique. Like they're trying to get the Timberwolves to get like overzealous, like have them be too like overhyped from winning game one. They're like, yeah, won game one, and they're gonna get so hyped that they're not gonna like focus. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's when the Lakers are really gonna attack. I think I think they want. I think maybe LeBron played like shit on purpose just to like make people be like, oh, like is he gonna struggle the whole series? You know what I'm saying? So like that'll like lower the Timberwolves' defenses, and then he's just gonna like attack, and then they're just gonna be like, I think that's what's gonna happen. I still see the Lakers winning this.
They'll bounce back from it. They've got the veterans. They'll eventually finish off the Timberwolves. Hopefully in a game 7. Hopefully it'll be a long
We'll
series.
see. Um, Thunder took care of the Grizzlies. That was no problem. I mean, I don't even know if Morant is gonna have any guns for this series. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That was a 50-point blowout or something. It was pretty bad. So I see the Thunder. They could possibly sweep this.
Yep.
Same thing with your boys, Celtics. Kick the Magic's ass.
Badly.
Yeah, another blowout. Not as big as the Thunder one, but still pretty big. Well, it was like, yeah, 15, almost 20 points. What do you think? Sweep here, Chris?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I think it was over. Game 1 was over for the series. Celtics going to sweep that series, and OKC is going to sweep their series. I mean, they're just far better, superior. It shows. There's a reason they're in the top of the rankings.
Right, yeah. I guess we'll see. Yeah, I think, I'm kind of rooting for the Magic, but I think the Celtics will probably win. Heat, Cavaliers. Cavaliers kick that ass. The Heat culture. Um,
Yes.
Hopefully the Heat get swept. I think they probably will. I think at most they'll win 1 game. I could see the Cavaliers just kind of rolling through them. Warriors Rockets, that was great. A lot of people are picking Rockets over Warriors, but I'm telling you, I told you, like if the Warriors could win the play-in, they could do well in the series. They just suck ass at play-ins. Um, but the opposite could be true too. They could just do well in series. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like when you have this type of team in a long series, or short series, whatever you want to consider it, multiple games, you know what I mean? Not just a 1 game playoff. They're more likely to do damage. They have that type of team. Steph, you can never count Steph out. I think Butler has found his edge. I think, that's the thing. Butler hasn't won a ring. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's like, oh, these guys already won, so they're kind of complacent, but Butler hasn't. So he's still like, where's my fucking ring? You know what I'm saying? So he's still playing his ass off, and I think he will for the stretch. I could see the Warriors making a good run. They could even make the finals. You never know. I could see them at least at Western Conference, and they could go further. And I think mainly based on Butler. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be the main catalyst, I think. because Curry and Dre have been there. It's going to be Butler and the younger guys who are going to have to carry this. I mean, obviously Curry will hit the clutch threes and he'll get his, and Draymond will make good defense and maybe hit you some random threes too. But it's going to be mainly Butler and the young guys carrying this. Um, I think that's all the games that we went through. Yeah, I mean it's only been one game for each of these, but it's already exciting, isn't it? Um,
Good stuff.
yeah, this the basketball has started, Chris. Basketball postseason.
The cream is rising, and
Yeah, can you stop talking about cream rising?
it's just
Freaking me out.
Warriors, Celtics, OKC. Don't know what happened with the Lakers, but that'll probably happen later.
I think they'll fix their shit. And like I said, just the Lakers historically, because it's LA, because it's Hollywood, and because they want to have certain types of players like LeBron and Luca, they're kind of like, oh, we'll get serious when the time calls for it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how they roll. You know what I'm saying? I still see the Lakers winning this. Yeah, like I said, I still see Nuggets winning that. I see Warriors winning that series. I think Bucks are still going to win that. The other ones are kind of foregone conclusions a bit. Um, yeah, exciting stuff in the playoffs so far. Little baseball. Yankees won 3 out of 4 against the Devil Rays in Tampa. Should have won 4 straight. They got screwed over. Well, not really screwed over. I mean, they had a lead, but on the game 3, but the saver blew it. Like the closer blew the save, and these errors, man. When you make one error, it's just a domino effect. You know what I'm saying? One guy makes an error, everything seems good, and then everything just goes to shit after that. So it's like that's why errors are so important. Like you gotta you just have to have great defense. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't fuck up anything. No, don't fuck up any throws. Don't fuck up any bobbling. Just don't get anyone on base. You know what I'm saying? Because like that 5th inning last year in the World Series with the Yankees, it just started with errors and just, you know what I'm saying? They just couldn't put the genie back in the bottle. You know what I'm
They
saying?
had it. They had the
Yeah,
game. And then that one error
yeah.
killed them.
One thing leads to another. You know what I'm saying? So that sucked on Saturday, but they bounced back yesterday to get the win. But it was kind of a weird game. It was like a fever dream of a game. I felt like I was watching a David Lynch production or something. like it was like a Twin Peaks game or something. Like just the fact, like the umpire sucked ass. He was calling strikes that were balls and balls that were strikes, and it was fucking horrible. Um, and then Judge hit a home run, and they called it foul for whatever reason. And if you look through the poll, like it was in the poll, but they called like the umpire was like foul, and I guess they did a review because you can everything is like instant replay review now. So they went back to it, and he was like foul. Like he saw the ball go through the thing, and he called it foul. So that was fucking stupid.
That's crazy.
Um,
That never happens.
yeah, I don't know. So the pitcher Max Fried, he had a no hitter going for like 7 innings, and then there was an error. So if someone reaches on an error, then it's not a hit. So they marked it as an error at first, but then they went back and they're like, no, that's a hit. So it's like they took off the no hitter, and then after that, some guy got a hit anyway. But the whole game was just weird. And then the coach of the Yankees, the manager Aaron Boone, he got so pissed off about these balls and strikes and that home run call, so he went out and started chewing out the dude, and he got kicked out of the game. That was pretty funny. But yeah, it was just a weird ass game. I was like, oh, I'm just glad that game is over and we won. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a nightmare fuelish game. Your Red Sox lost yesterday
That's okay. We'll be back.
to the White Sox. One of the worst teams in the American League. But I feel the White Sox have some talent. They're doing all
Because
right.
all the fans were at the Celtics game.
Yeah, I guess so.
Nobody was watching baseball. Everybody was at the basketball game. This is the beginning of the baseball season. You had to choose Celtics or Red Sox. So I doubt that it wasn't as crazy as it usually is. That's what my theory is.
Yeah, and it was Easter too.
And the guys in the bullpen were probably watching the game too, I bet you.
Yeah, their brains were elsewhere. Um, Padres still doing pretty good, right? 16-6. I guess
Nice.
they have the best record overall still.
See if they can keep it together.
Even though they lost like 2 out of 3 to the Astros this weekend. Well, the Astros are tough. They suck, but they're tough. Cubs and doing all right in the Central. Mets still doing pretty well somehow. They're on top in the East, in the NL East. Yankees still on top, AL East. Tigers on top of the AL Central, and the Rangers on top of the AL West. But yeah, mainly NBA playoffs is what's rolling right now. We'll try to do almost a daily NBA update every day, all day, every day, Chris. So
For sure.
put your roll skates on and stay focused. All right, thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Peace.